Hello Sagittarius, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are doing your weekly reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do a personals open. And they are on sale right now for the next few days. You can receive a recorded video reading, 3 questions for $20, or an hour-long Zoom reading for $50. And everything that you'll need to know about scheduling is in the description box below for you. We are inviting your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors to come in and assist with this reading today. We're going to start by pulling some some overall messages and themes, and then we're going to look at their energy towards you and your energy towards them, a potential outcome, and some advice. Unequal give and take. I miss you. And heartfelt conversations. Redemption. Ooh, I like this. You know, maybe this retrograde is causing somebody to review some things, bring up some reflection, bring up some things for them to take a look at. I feel like they are missing you. They are thinking back onto the connection. For a lot of them, this self-recognition of where they maybe didn't put in the work that they could have. You know, it's a lot of like would have, could have, should have. I should have done this, and maybe if I worked on that, or maybe if I said this, you know, that kind of an energy. I feel like they're also just kind of feeling bad looking at how much you gave to this. They definitely are missing you here. Heartfelt conversations. We'll see if that's something that's coming up or something they're just thinking about. They could be reflecting on your past conversations, hoping for new ones. We're going to take a look. But this redemption energy is the overall, you know, wanting a chance to redeem themselves, to do better, treat you better. Three of Swords, Page of Cups, okay. Ace of Cups. Well, that's quite the leap, isn't it? Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Swords here for their overall energy. I do like this, and I do feel like they want to have these conversations with you. I'm not sure that it's going to happen this week. It could for some of you, because the Queen of Swords can be a card of having big conversations, hashing things out. But with the Knight of Pentacles being in the action, to me that's a slower moving energy. It's more of a card of figuring out what the next step is, planning, strategizing, right? We'll see. We're going to clarify it. But the Three of Swords on their mind, I don't think it's a coincidence that it has come out under this unequal give and take. I think they're reflecting back on their choices. I think they're feeling very hurt by their own choices here. I feel like they're reflecting on the hurt that they have caused you as well, right? Because they know they hurt you here. Three of Swords can also speak about forgiveness. You know, they could be wondering if that's something that's on the table or a possibility. Page of Cups in their heart space, wanting to express their feelings to you. Sometimes I do see that as an apology as well. You know, wanting to apologize, wanting to make amends, wanting to tell you how they feel. You know, this is the way that this is laid out here. We have this redemption, and then I miss you, and then Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. So their intention is the Ace of Cups. They do want another opportunity with you to do it differently, to do it right, to express how they feel. They feel like it could be very fulfilling. It could be very different. I feel like now that they have this kind of like realization, they feel like the connection could be very, very different. And I mean that in a very good way. Not that it wasn't good, you know, didn't have good aspects before, but they're reflecting on just like how much better it could really be, how different things could be now that they're all in, now that they realize this, now that they've learned some lessons here. Queen of Swords also, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, she has her sword raised up over top of, there's a bunch of clouds down here. I mean, you can see there's even clouds here too. They do represent the air sign, but it also represents like finally seeing clearly, right? Maybe things were cloudy before, maybe they weren't seeing certain things, and now that they are, you know, now that they're ready to have these conversations, they're ready to do something different, you know, do something in a different way. So to me, this looks pretty clear. I do want to take a look at this Knight of Pentacles here for their action. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. Why is that here for their action, please? The World card in the reverse. Yeah, they don't want this to be over. You know, they don't. I feel like to me this is more of a, less of a action though, and more of a planning and a strategizing, coming up with like, what do I do moving forward? Now that I've had these realizations, what do I do? What do I say? How do I approach a situation? The Three of Wands, though, can be definitely a card of, one, it's a card of like future thinking and foresight, and I feel like they are kind of making plans for the future here, plans on how they're going to handle this, plans on what they're going to say. I also feel like how they're going to prove it to you, all of that. For those of you where there's a distance here, they may be thinking about making plans to close the gap, whether that's like coming in and traveling to see you or something of that nature. If there's no distance, you know, Three of Wands can also just be a card of sending something out. So I do feel like they could be doing that. For those of you where you guys have mutual friends, even, I feel like, because the Three of Wands can also be a card of delegation. They may be like enlisting other people's help in this plan to get you back. I don't think that message is for everyone. It's probably just for a couple of you, but just take it how it resonates. All right, let's grab another deck here. We're going to take a look at your energy. And show me Sag's energy towards this person. What is Sagittarius' energy towards this person? Let's see where you stand here, Sag. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Four of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Sun card. You have the Knight of Pentacles too. Yeah, I think things are just kind of they've been at a standstill between the two of you. Maybe very stagnant, maybe just very, you know, at a standstill. And I do feel like you've made a decision that you were not going to go after this person, chase this person, reach out to this person. I do feel like that's what this Knight of Wands is all about. I do. I feel like you're like, you know what, I'm not doing that. I'm not chasing you. I'm not running after you. You know, you're going to have to be the one to reach out to me. You're going to be the one to talk to me. That's how I feel this. Queen of Wands in the reverse. You could be a little angry at this person still, depending on what happened in your situation. Some of you, I do feel like you could be a little bit harboring a little bit of anger towards this person. For a lot of you, though, I feel that it's, you know, whatever this has really affected your happiness. It's affected your self-confidence as well, too, for some of you, right? Maybe the way that you are looking at yourself, the way that you're feeling about yourself. Just be cautious. Just remember that even if somebody isn't seeing your value or treating you according to your value, it does not decrease your value, okay? You always were amazing. You always were worth it, even if somebody else couldn't get their head out of their butt long enough to see it, okay? It does not decrease your value. You got the Four of Swords here in the reverse. So I do feel like you'd be willing to talk to this person, or at least hear them out, because I do feel like when this apology comes in, I do feel like you're going to be willing to at least hear what this person has to say. The Four of Swords in the reverse can kind of be like a breaking of the silence, like, listen, you know, I feel like you would be willing to do that here. But I also feel like, you know, this situation could have exhausted you. I feel like you could have some concerns or fears, feeling unsettled about it because of that, because of what you went through here. I also feel maybe you're not at peace with the way things left off. The Four of Swords, when the Four of Swords is in the upright, it can be a card of being at peace, right? Feeling content and settled. In the reverse, it can be the opposite of that. I feel like maybe you're not content with the way that things left off between the two of you. You're not feeling settled. You're not at peace with things. There could be a lot that's happened here that is still weighing on your heart. And now that my throat's doing some funny things, you know, you could have some things that you want to say too. But I think that you've made a decision here not to go after this person. And I think that that was probably a wise decision, because it does kind of look like this person is going to be coming to you, and maybe they needed this space. Maybe this is what they needed in order to have these realizations that they're having now. But the Sun card, I do feel like a lot is going to be exposed for you. I think a lot is going to be shown to you. I think that this person is going to be coming in and clearing up a lot for you. And I do feel like it could make you very happy. Even if you don't want to go back to this person, and some of you may not, only you get to decide what's best for you and who you allow to have in your life or not. But I feel at the very least, it does give you a sense of peace. Okay. So I feel at the very least, you're going to be getting that. So we are going to take a look at, so like I said, some of you guys may hear from this person with this energy, or it's just in the works. So it's definitely coming in the next week or so. Okay. Maybe 2 weeks for some of you. Let's see what signs we got. I usually don't say the signs, but for some reason I feel called to. You have Libra here a couple times. You have Pisces here a couple times. You have all the water signs here, really fixed energy here. So Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. You have Aries. You have Leo here again. You have Sagittarius. You got a lot of Libra here. Okay, so it doesn't have to be those signs, but that is kind of what I'm seeing. Your potential outcome, we got the Hangman, Pisces energy, Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords. I do feel like there's going to be an offer coming in here, and it may take you a moment to, because I think this is coming after a period of stagnancy. I feel that it could get you really in your head. This could be very triggering for you. Some of you may not know if you want to open back up to this or not. Like I said, I feel at the very least it gives a little bit of peace and closure for you if you don't. But I do feel like it could be kind of upsetting. I feel like it could just be very overwhelming and triggering at the same time. From a lot of you, I just feel like you didn't expect it. You didn't see it coming. No, the page or the Hangman can also talk about, just taking a pause, taking a moment to figure out what you want, to process your feelings. Don't be afraid to do that here, okay? And it can also talk about a change in perspective. Maybe because of the Sun card and what you're seeing now, it is causing you to have a little bit of a change of perspective. So we're going to get you some advice or some confirmation. These are angel messages, so whatever your angels and guides have for you, whether it's confirmation or advice. You got transformation, so things are changing here. I also feel like you've changed, and I feel like this person has too. I think you've both experienced some change and transformation within yourself through this process. It's very Scorpio energy here with this, so it really reminds me of, that death and rebirth. Sometimes things have to fall apart. Sometimes things have to, burn to ash so they can be rebuilt. That is what I have for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, check out those other placements. Everything that you'll need to know is in the description box below for you, whether it's about this reading, you're scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. It's all there for you guys. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put a little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you for being here and supporting me, and I will see you soon.